Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video. Alright, so I've got a lot of questions on like how much do you actually spend on the build and tips and tricks, how to get your fortify up, and why does my POB look so bad and my numbers look so bad and it feels so bad. Alright, first up is how much did I actually invest in the build. Currently, everything I have here hasn't been changed for a pretty long time, and I would say I've invested around 10 to 12x, but with the price increases of some items and whatnot, it may go up to about 15x worth of net worth value. Alright, next up we will have the tips and tricks on how to maintain fortify and how to keep your mana up in boss fights especially. Next we'll go through the half of building and certain stuff that people miss out and why I take certain gems and why I put them in there. Thirdly, we'll go through ultimatum and the mods, which mods to take, which are free, which mods are scary for us. And lastly, we have two videos, one of a 100% T16 ultimatum with stone circles, which is arguably the hardest ultimatum encounter out of the four. Following that, you'll have a 100% T16 deathless full clear of the map, and you guys can slowly see that if you guys want to. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and you can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/stallionm, and hope to see you there. If you need any help with the guide or any questions or you just want to see the build in action, just hop onto the stream and get to see whatever you want and I'll respond to you. And also, I have a forum thread link below. With it, you can post your POBs if you're having trouble, and I will fix it and do some POB doctoring, and I'll post it when I am free. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoy, and a lot of people have been commenting that they've really enjoyed the build and it's really strong. And yesterday on stream, someone actually told me that they cleared the field too with the build the first time this league. So it really gives me some validation that you guys are actually replicating what I'm doing and hitting your goals. Okay, let's go to the next video. This video I'm going to show you some tips and tricks about what to do for, let's say, boss fights, how to sustain your Vigilant Strike while mapping and bossing, a showcase of Delirium content, did a full T16 100% Delirium map deathless, and a 100% ultimatum in that map with it being stone circles. So probably the hardest ultimatum there is out there. Alright, let's get to it. How do you efficiently pull off Vigilant Strike? Because a lot of people have been asking, Vigilant Strike attacks so slowly and it's not accurate at all. So how we combat the first thing, accuracy of it, because it's so small, is you put Ancestral Call. What Ancestral Call does is that it puts out two different clones, so it makes hitting much easier. So you don't even have to be like near the mob, like aiming at the mob. You can just do it in a general direction near it, and your Ancestral Call will hit it. Alright, secondly is how to get it off quickly, because in ultimatums and for dodge based characters you don't want to be standing still. So this is what Fortify looks like when you cast it and do not animation cancel. Yeah, pretty slow. However, what we can do is Fortify registers halfway through the animation, so you can actually animation cancel it like this. See, I got the Fortify buff back up and it was much quicker and much smoother. Alright, second question about what to do when your mana goes low, because for Omeo cans, without Cloak of Defiance or certain mana regen items, you may have trouble regenerating your mana. Let's say this is a boss fight and I'm getting damaged with Mind Over Matter, it's going to be constantly low. What you can do is spam Flammability throughout the phases of the boss, or just run away to the arena, to the edges of the arena, and spam it to gain some mana. Ideally, you want to face the boss within one ignite. However, for some bosses that do not die within the first ignite and you're getting hit really hard and your mana is going down, this is a way to top it off, and it is one of the main ways we do it. And lastly, I want to talk about mana pool, because a lot of people feel like they're really squishy, and that's because they don't have a high enough mana pool. See a lot of characters with, let's say, 6,000 plus just hit 7,000, and that is really small. Because if you take a look at my Arcane Cloak is basically one of the biggest defensive layers. Okay, 6.5. It shows 6.5, but when I'm at full mana, and let me put on the potion, it's 6.9. So Arcane Cloak is like another full health pool with Mind Over Matter, or even like 1.5 times that. It's a huge part of your defenses, and it's also part of your offenses, which makes this build really strong. You just need to skill mana, and that's all. Yes. And so that is some of the tips and tricks that many people have been asking for. And how do you use flammability and with Doom Blast? Just wait for 1 second. When the thing flares up, that's when you Hex Blast. You don't have to keep reapplying it. Actually, you don't want to keep reapplying it. You just want to make sure it flares up, and then you can Hex Blast afterwards. Hopefully these tips and tricks helped you out. Let me go to Path of Building to show why I feel that you should always quality your gems. Hey guys, welcome to the POB. Alright, in this section I will answer why I take certain gems in certain slots, which gems you need qualities for, and what are the item breakpoints. Yeah, I think starting up, a lot of people have been asking me, why do I take increased critical strikes on flammability? Reason being is that it affects Doom Blast. This helps us to maintain our Elemental Overload procs and uptime. If you feel that your Elemental Overload procs are pretty consistent, if let's say you have a increased critical strike for spell Scepter, what you can do is remove this and put it in blind if you do not have the Cluster Jewel yet. So this is yet another way to increase your survivability. Personally, I feel that my survivability is fine even without the blind. I'll be adding it soon once I gain a couple more levels to fit the Cluster Jewel in. So I just put increased critical strikes. Second thing, especially for the flammability section, you need to make sure that you're using an anomalous one. It's okay if you can't afford the anomalous one, but if you can't afford the anomalous one, please drop Enhance, because it does nothing for you. The ignite duration does nothing for you. So what you want to do instead, if you do not have flammability anomalous, you want to put, let's say, you can just put blind in there to get more survivability and utility. Or you can put power charge on crit as well, it's fine. However, if you have the anomalous gem, please make sure that you have an enhanced level 4. If you have an enhanced level 3, it does nothing for you because it goes up to +9 maximum doom. And Hex Blast, you need a threshold of every 5 doom. So you need to hit level 4 enhanced to hit the next threshold at 11 doom, which is over 10. Or you need 10 or 11. So yes, make sure if you're using anomalous, if you can afford it, get to level 4. Don't waste your money on a level 3. Second up, we have Arcane Cloak. Yes, a lot of people are saying that they feel squishy and whatnot with it, and a lot of the times when I look at a POB, they don't have Arcane Cloak and all these qualityed up. You need to make sure quality all of this. Alright, let's remove all the quality and take a look at the calculations. Skill duration 7.62, skill cooldown 2.81. It's okay, but not really that great. However, if you swap out the qualities back to max quality, it goes down to 2.71 and 8.52. That's almost a whole second of Arcane's Cloak being down. That's about 10% or a little bit less than 10% of your main defensive layer being down. So I cannot stress this more than I already have. Please quality up your Arcane Cloak and its support. This is a huge defensive buff for us. Without it, you're losing a lot of defenses. Alright, hopefully this guide helps you, and I was also mentioning previously about Vigilant Strike. We want to link it to Ancestral Call. Alright, hopefully this helped. Let's go on to the Ultimatum mods and which ones are good and which ones are bad. Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, so some people might be struggling with ultimatums or do not understand why we make certain choices. So this is gonna help you out to choose which ultimatum mods to do. Alright, so let's start with Choking Miasma. Really easy. Your Agnostic should totally cover the cost of this Chaos Degen. Always pick it, it's really free for us. Stormcaller Runes, we're running around a lot. It may not be that bad, but personally I don't like it because it adds a lot of visual clutter. Raging Dead is really free for us as well, it doesn't do too much damage. Blistering Cold, this one actually does quite a bit of damage, so beware of this one. Especially the level 3. Hallowed Ground hinders, you can easily get rid of this if you have a dual corrupt. If not, it's not too bad actually. And it gives more corpses when you kill the phantasms. So it helps with the clear as well. Stalking Ruin, Inflict Ruin. This is totally free for us. We run around a lot. However, if you're doing stone circles, I suggest avoiding taking the ruin nodes because you have to be in a small area and you might get some ruin stacks. Razor Dance is really free, especially if you have Corrupted Blood. Please make sure you have Corrupted Blood immunity before doing this Razor Dance, and also just get Corrupted Blood immunity as soon as possible because so many mechanics put Corrupted Blood now, and it really saves you a lot of headaches. Like right now, I don't even run a Slouching fast. Alright, this one is really bad. Oh wait, I think this one is actually not too bad. This one, but I tend to not do it that often. This one as well, I don't really tend to do it that often. Area is much smaller, you always want this, especially if you are killing monsters and the attackers one. It makes the encounter much faster. Ruin Tree as well, really easy, really free, except if you're doing stone circles. These one, I don't really like it, but you can go for the level 1. Level 2 is a little bit tough, but it's also very much doable. Patient Reaper should totally carry this through. I don't like this. You have 50% less area of effect. This makes your flammability feel really bad, so I don't really like it. Burst expire faster, no way, because this includes your Arcane Cloak, and yeah, that's a huge defensive loss. Cooldowns as well, no way, we don't want to do that. Arcane Cloak as well. For remainder of the encounter, this one is pretty scary, but you can do it if you don't get hit, so it's not too bad. This one is not too bad as well. This one is not too bad if you have at least positive Chaos Rest. If you have negative Chaos Rest like -60, probably don't want to do this. This one is free, our Crit Strikes does nothing. This one is okay as well, especially if you have the Dual Corrupt. This one is not too bad, you just need to remember which is the most essential flask. And this one is especially bad, you do not want to do this. And this one too. This is especially bad as well, since let's say my Hex Blast on my character costs 1700, I'm gonna take like 17,000 damage worth of lightning, so this one's really bad. This one doesn't really affect us, but it may make it more rippy due to monsters having extra proc. This one doesn't affect us. This one is okay, not too bad, and this one can be pretty tough, especially when they get frenzy charges, because when monsters get frenzy charges, they get extreme buffs from it. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the videos on the tips and tricks. You can find me on the screen, twitch.tv/StallionM, and I'll link a post or the forum thread and my Twitch channel below in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys can replicate what I'm doing, and most importantly, have fun playing the build. Alright, catch you guys later.